Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I hope wherever you are in the world, today has been treating you well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of Makeup Revolution. I have got so many of their new releases that I've been testing out over the last little while. Some of them I'm still sort of forming my thoughts on, but a lot of them I already know how I feel about them, and I will give you all of my thoughts in this video today. But I would love to hear down below, what is your favourite product from Makeup Revolution? Because I've got a few favourites in this video today. I have got a few products here that I absolutely love. Some of them are repurchases. Some of them are, like I say, new, so I'm still figuring it all out, but I would love to know what your favourites are. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I post 3 times a week on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. It's always affordable and it's always cruelty free. But let's just start, because one of the products that I am still forming my opinion on is the Revolution Superfix Hydra Cool Dewy Fixing Mist. Now it says this is a 24-hour prep and set spray. I have only ever used this as a setting spray, like at the end, but I wanted to use it under my makeup today to see how I feel about it in that sort of a way, and I've never used it under my makeup before, so let's see. As you are seeing this, I posted my first impression of this product 2 days ago, but I've had about a week in my real life. I've had about a week to play with it. So, like I say, I really like it over makeup. It feels lovely, smells delicious. It is a aerosol, like a continuous mist, so it's really nice and cooling. But I don't know how I'm going to feel about it under my makeup, so let's see. It feels genuinely not like freezing cold, not uncomfortably cold, but a little bit cooling, a little bit, I don't know, a little bit icy. It feels lovely. Definitely like the kind of product that I will enjoy when it's not nearly June and I'm wearing a jumper inside, you know? When it's actually warm again. Who'd have thought summer in England and it's not warm? But there we go. It's not. I'm freezing. I will also just say, whilst this is sinking in, if you hear any sort of whistling or wind noises, it is blowing a hoolie outside and my windows don't quite fit in their window frames, so it does make an absolute racket when it's windy outside. If you hear that throughout the video, I'm ever so sorry. But that has all like dried down. It sort of feels like how I thought it would, like I've put a setting spray on my face. I mean, I feel like it looks nice and glowy, but also I had just finished my skincare, so like my skin was already looking nice and glowy. I don't know, let's see how the foundation goes over the top. So this is the Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation, and if you have been on my channel before, you will know that this is a repurchase. I finished one earlier this year. I absolutely love this foundation. I bought it earlier in the year and I've been waiting to finish a few other foundations, and now is the time. This is a brand new bottle. So we're gonna take a few pumps of this. It's very liquidy, it is serumy, and I'm going to use a sponge to blend this in. Oh, I'm so happy to have this back in my collection. I love this foundation. If you have dry skin, you need this foundation, okay? It's perfection. It is perfection for summer. It's a light to medium coverage, absolutely buildable, wears fantastically throughout the day. If you are like me and you have dry skin, but you get hot and you get sweaty and you get oily throughout the day, this foundation really stands up to that. I absolutely love it. And it's been, how long has it been? Maybe like 4 months I've not had this in my collection. She's back, baby. So that is the foundation all blended out, and just for reference, I wear the shade F2 in case you are a similar skin tone to me. fair to light with warm undertones. That is me. So that is everything blended out. As you can see, you can still see all of my freckles. It just evens everything out so beautifully and makes the skin look so lovely and hydrated, but this really does stay incredibly, incredibly well throughout the day. And I like how that's looking over the spray as well. I feel like this is looking more glowy than it maybe usually would, but also it has been a while since I've used this, so I can't really remember. If you want to see a full like in-depth wear test for this foundation, I will leave one linked because I did that the moment I bought it. So I have the matching concealer for that foundation. I don't love this concealer. I don't love a lot of Revolution concealers. I don't know what it is about, like, they get foundations quite right and then the concealers I just don't really love. This is a light coverage concealer, which isn't what I usually go for. So this is the Skin Silk Under Eye Brightener and Concealer, and I have this in light peach. It just doesn't really do it for me. I mean, I'm gonna use it today, obviously. It's the whole point of the video, but I don't love it. I don't love the applicator. It's like a little metal spoon slanted thing. I get it, it's meant to be very, very nice and cooling, but it just doesn't pick up enough product for me. I have to dip in like 4 or 5 times to get enough product. It does feel really nice and cooling on the eyes, but it just doesn't give me enough coverage. Doesn't give me enough of anything, really. Let me find my brush. I will tap this out with a brush rather than a sponge, again, just to try and keep all of that coverage so that the sponge doesn't eat it, you know, but not my favourite concealer. If you've tried any concealers from Revolution that you love, I'm all ears. I would love to know, because I just haven't found one that I really, really love from Revolution, but I am open to suggestion. So that is the concealer all blended out. Like, it's fine, it's just not enough coverage for me, and I hate having to dip in like 70 times to get enough product onto the dark circles. It's fine, it's not bad. If you like a light coverage concealer, if you just want something that's a little bit brightening, if you just want to wear concealer and no foundation, you would probably quite like that one. I like the full thing, you know, so I like using all of the products. That was my window. Ignore it, ignore it. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. So I don't have a brow gel from Revolution, but I will use 2 brow products. Oh, I suppose that's got a brow gel. I can use that. You see my thought process? This is what it's like living in my brain. So I'm going to use the Revolution Brow Duo in dark brown. So this is the one that's like shaped like a blade, like it's slanted, so incredibly thin. I'm going to use this to fill in the bulk of my brow and do a few little hair-like strokes at the front, and then really like that pencil. Then I will go in with the Instant Brow Hair pen. This is the new one that they've just brought out. This is the one that's got like 6 tips, 6 little prongs, and you can do the little hair like strokes in the front, and I have this one in warm brown. I haven't tried these 2 together, so I will report back when I have used them and when I've got some brows on my head. Okay, I really like those 2 together. I will say I shouldn't have used dark brown. That's a very cool toned pencil. I have one, it's here on my table. I also have medium brown, is it? Yes, I also have medium brown. I think that's a better colour for me. I will finish both, I am certain, because I really like that brow pencil. And the pen, honestly, I'm just not sure, because it's almost like there's too many bristles. Like, it would work better, in my opinion, if there were like 3. If out of the 6, you took out like every other prong. So they were a little bit further apart, there were fewer of them, so that each swipe that you're doing through your brows, you can do them at a slightly different angle, because it does look a little bit like there's 6 and then there's 6 and then there's 6. And you can't see them because they're so teeny tiny, and it does build the impression of a brow. But I just feel like the 6 prongs is maybe a little bit much, and it would be better with fewer. But I like the colour. I like the pigmentation of the pen. I wish it, for me and my brows, I need a lot of help, but and I like quite a dark brow. But if you're wanting a sort of light brown that's warm, I think that you would like that one. If you were like a natural redhead or even like a blonde and you wanted something that was a little bit warmer, you would probably really like that brow pen. My hair is very dark and it's very, very warm, so I wanted something warm, but that's just not quite the perfect colour for me. But I would absolutely be up to trying a different one. So I'm going to go ahead and add some colour back into my face now. So I'm going to go in with the Revolution Jelly Bronzer. I've said this a million times, I'm getting bored of saying it, but the Jelly Blush was one of my favourite products from last year. I did actually bring it over to perhaps use today, but I think I'm going to use a different one. I love this. I love this. Use a dense brush. This is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Dense brush. Pick the product up from the product onto the brush and then apply like so. Don't go swiping this onto your face, because I feel like that's a recipe for disaster. Personally, as a person, but I love the colour. I got this in medium sunset. I don't know how well the lightest shade would show up even on my very, very fair skin. I don't know how that would work, but medium, what did I say? Medium sunset? Yeah, medium sunset is perfect for me. I love it. It blends so easily. Like, you're seeing this in real time. This is how easily it blends. It picks up the perfect amount of colour, but it's not too much. Like, I always go overboard, and this is just perfect for me. It adds such a nice warmth to the skin, and because of the texture of like the jelly, it is sort of hydrating looking on the skin. It is glowy looking on the skin. Obviously it's like the base is glowy anyway, but this just feels lovely, and I've been using it all month. I really have been loving it. And another thing that I really like about it, because it's that sort of jelly formula, I feel like it sinks into the skin really nicely, and I don't notice this fading or like wearing off throughout the day. I'm a huge fan. I think that this is lovely. And obviously, like, it's still fairly new. I haven't heard that many people talk about it. I absolutely love that bronzer. I think that it's beautiful. Like, look how sun-kissed and bronzy the skin looks. I just think that it is beautiful. So, like I say, I brought over a few blush options, and by a few, I mean 3. They're all liquids. So I brought over the Jelly Blush, which is a cheek and lip stain. I had this in Cherry. I'm looking at the eyeshadow palette that I have, and I'm like, I don't know if that's necessarily the right tone. I did also bring over the Super Dewy liquid blush. This is in Fake the Flush. That's more orangey. And then the other option was the Revolution Bright Light Blush Drops in Rose Pink. And I think, looking at the eyeshadow that I've got coming up, I think I'm going to use the blush drops. So let me give that a little shake, because it has been in my drawer for some time. I absolutely loved these last year, so I'm gonna take a few little drops on the back of my hand. So just got that much. Honestly, I can't even remember how pigmented this is. I think that they were quite pigmented. I can't remember. So again, I've put it on the back of my hand and I'm going to pick it up on the brush rather than putting it straight onto my face, you know, so I've got a little bit more control. Ooh, yes. A subtle amount of colour, but wow, she is glowy. Okay. I'm happy with this. Okay, so I have just layered that up a little bit. Look at that glow. Like, my skin looks wet. It's so glowy. I have used most of that I got there. We'll just put a little bit on the bridge of my nose where the sun would naturally hit, you know, if I were to literally ever leave the house. Yeah. How nice does that look? She is glowy, she is hydrated. Honestly, go and get yourself a glass of water. You're dehydrated, I can tell. I'm speaking to me. I'm so thirsty. Yeah, I love that. I completely forgot. Not completely forgot. It was in my drawers, but I haven't used that since like last summertime-ish. And yeah, I love, yeah, you do have to build it, but that colour is lovely and summery and warm. I like that one a lot. So I will just wipe that up before I get that all over myself, and let's go in with a little bit of powder. The Revolution IRL Powder Duo. This is the best powder, okay? It's the best powder on the market. I absolutely love it. And when I say that, I mean the loose powder at the bottom. The pressed powder is fine. The pressed powder is there. It is absolutely there. It's not my favourite. I'm trying to find my brush here. Yeah, the pressed powder is absolutely fine. It's not my all-time favourite. It works, it doesn't look bad, it's just not my favourite. The loose powder underneath, I mean, I hate the packaging because like all of that is in there now, but the loose powder underneath, it's so smoothing, it's so softly mattifying, but it just looks so natural. Like, I just love it. I just love it. It's the perfect powder. If you have dry skin, please try that powder. I am so incredibly picky with powders, and this is by far the best powder in my humble opinion. I can't stop raving about this powder. I think that it's incredible. So let me just do half of my face and I'll show you. It still looks really nice and like glowy, but just a little bit more controlled. A little bit more set, a little bit less sweaty looking. So powder, obviously I haven't got it like here where the light is catching, but generally this side is powdered and this side is not. It doesn't look bad, it does not look bad. You don't need to set this foundation, but if you feel you do need a powder, this is the one that I would recommend. I absolutely love. I really love it. And I do find that just sort of working the product into the brush and then lightly dusting over where you need it, I think that that is the best way to go. I love it. I love it. It looks set. It looks natural still. It makes a really glowy foundation last. I mean, this foundation already lasts very well, but this will really lock it in and just, you know, sound effects. So I want some highlight, and another product that I feel incredibly passionately about. This is the Revolution Highlight Reloaded in Just My Type. This is my favourite highlight. I love this highlight. This is the highlight that I wore on my wedding day. I love her. She is beauty and she is grace. She is smooth, but she is glow. I just love this this highlight as well. I just love it. Oh, and this is £4. Like, as if you needed another reason. Like, it's the most incredible highlight. It's warm, but it's also blinding. It's not chunky or glittery, no matter how much you put on. It never looks too much. It sinks into the skin beautifully, but it's also £4. Like, I'm sorry. You can keep your Hourglass. You can keep your high-end highlights. Revolution have it, okay? They have the best highlight. And I hear nobody talking about this highlight. It's the best. It's the best if you want to look highlighted, out of this world, glowy. Like, I get that not everybody wants that, so if you don't want that, if you want something that's subtle, this is not your gal. Also, I am not your gal because I want glow all of the time. But it's just so much glow and it's so smooth. It's so smooth. It never looks chunky. Chef Kiss. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. So, for the eyes, I don't really love a lot of Revolution eyeshadows. Technically this is Revolution, but also technically it's not. This is the I Heart Revolution Mini Chocolate Shadow Palette. This is in White Vanilla Cream. I love these little 5-pan palettes. I have 3 of them. I wanted to use that like more pinky duochrome shade in the middle today, so that's why I picked this one today. I'm obviously just going to do something like brownie nude. I don't really know. Do I ever? No, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do today. So I'll just start with a fluffy brush and I will dip into the lightest matte brown and just work that through the crease. So that is just that colour through the crease, and I've also put that under the eye a little bit. Then I'm just going to take a slightly smaller fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with the darker matte and pop that on the outer corner, outer half-ish, and then I just basically want that duochrome all over the lid. Nothing too complicated, just a little something, you know? So I'm just buffing back over the edges with that first brush, and I'm just going to take my finger and go into that duochrome shade in the middle because look at that. It's almost like multi-chrome. It is like, it's very hard to tell because obviously I've got all of my like studio lights in front of me, but absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. I probably should have done my eyes first. I'll try and be careful. It's not going to happen, but I will try. There we go. I think I've done quite well with that. This almost has, let me zoom you in, it almost has some like green. Like, this eyeshadow is incredible, okay? It's beautiful. And again, so affordable, like £3–4, absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to blend over the outer edge with the brush that I used for that darker brown. And then I will leave you zoomed in for this next step because you might want to see this as well. I'm going to use the duochrome eyeliner. This is in Twisted Galaxy Purple, and again this is, let me show you, this is duochrome multi-chrome perfection. I absolutely love these. So again, I'm going to get very close to my mirror. I'm going to like squiggle this along the lash line and almost take this out in a little bit of a wing sort of a shape, and hopefully you'll be able to see that duochrome multi-chrome shift that way because it's incredible. I really hope that you can see where that is like purple and green. I feel like that actually matches with that shimmer eyeshadow really nicely, although that's like pink shifting a little bit green. I feel like the purple shifting a little bit green in the eyeliner is also really pretty. But again, in different lights, it's quite hard to see. I do appreciate it is quite hard to see because there's so much light flooding onto me currently that you can't usually quite see that shift, but like it's beautiful. So for mascara, one of my favourite products of the year so far, the Revolution Wrap Lash Mega Extension and Volume Tubing Mascara. This mascara is incredible. It's beautiful. Now I wouldn't usually do a brown mascara, I don't think, with a purple duochrome wing, but whatever. We are doing that because it's the only shade that I've got. So I'm going to go ahead and build up a few healthy coats of this mascara and I will be right back because I love this stuff. I feel like I really need to concentrate because I don't want to get it all over my eyelid. I don't want to disrupt all of that beautiful multi-chrome that I've got on the lid. But like, if you want volume, if you want drama, this mascara is it. It's incredible. It's so dramatic. It's so quick. It's all over my eyelid. Fantastic news. There we go. Just look at that drama. Just look. I did also go ahead and just finish the lips because honestly I don't have that many lip products from Revolution and none of them are like tip top, you know, none of them are really like firm favourites. So I did just use the MUA Satin Sheen Lip Stylo in Heroic with the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in 03 Soft Beige. That is what the lip is. I love how that looks with all of this, but just look at that skin. It's beautiful. I absolutely love this base. I think that that looks incredible. Let me zoom you out. So like I said at the beginning, I would absolutely love to hear what your favourite products are from Revolution, or if there's anything that like I haven't tried here that you love, that you think I would love. If I haven't used it here and you think that it's incredible, I probably haven't tried it. So leave it down below. I would love to hear what your favourite products are. I would love to hear what you think of all of the products that I've used today. If you have tried them, I want to know all of your thoughts. Tell me all of the gossip. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't seen my channel before. Welcome to the madhouse. Welcome. But that is it for today. I hope that you've had a fantastic day. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.